Hello YouTube, I'm Lawrence from Unicorn Reviews, and today we're looking at the Logitech MX Master. I've been searching for a very long time to find my perfect mouse, so let's see if this one is it. Tech specs first, this is a wireless mouse with a battery life of around 40 days. The battery isn't user replaceable, but it charges very quickly over mini USB, so that's not really an issue. It comes with a Logitech Bluetooth unifying dongle, but if your device has Bluetooth 4.0 Smart, you won't be needing it. Range is the usual 10 meters you get with Bluetooth. The MX Master is a fairly large mouse, it weighs in at 145 grams. Logitech doesn't go for the extreme numbers here, so the sensor only goes up to 1600 dpi. Logitech calls it the dark field sensor, and it tracks on basically every surface, even glass. But for me, 1600 dpi is not sensitive enough. More about that later. In terms of buttons, there's obviously the left and right mouse click, as well as a middle button, which you can assign to do pretty much whatever you like. Right behind the very mushy horizontal scroll wheel are two more buttons, but these are so small and poorly located that I didn't use them at all in about 3 weeks of testing. The horizontal scroll wheel is also too undefined for me to use it, although it was very handy for editing this video. The final button is located in the gorgeous looking thumb rest. Like every other button, you can assign it to do anything, but this one also supports gestures. For this, you press the button and move the mouse, then release it again. I found this very handy for switching in between desktops or navigating the internet. It is, however, not an excuse for the other two thumb buttons to be so rubbish. The main selling point of this mouse, however, is the scroll wheel. The scrolling steps are very defined and the middle button is just stiff enough. It comes with Smart Shift, a technology that lets the scroll wheel spin freely if you rotate it fast enough, and you can even set the speed at which it goes into free spin. Talking about the software, it's very simple looking, it's very basic, but it has all the functionality you can expect. And reassigning a button is as simple as clicking it and selecting something from the menu. However, this menu could be improved a little bit, so desktop left and right are together, but desktop new is somewhere completely different. Now, those who follow me on social media may know that I'm actually looking for a gaming mouse, and while the MX Master is more than good enough for me, it's not perfect, so why did I buy it? Well, the main reason is the on-the-fly switching between devices. On the bottom of the mouse is a button which lets you switch between 3 devices. I have mine connected to my desktop, my Surface and my smartphone. And all it takes is a button press and the mouse works on another device. This is of course great for when I need a mouse with me on the go and want something familiar. I have to say, however, that the 1600 dpi is not enough for me on a higher resolution display like on my Surface Pro. Now, those who watched my review of the Mad Cat Pro X mouse will know that I like a pinky rest, and while the MX Master doesn't have one, I still find it very comfortable even after multiple hours of studying or gaming or editing. There is, however, a sharp edge right where the top and textured side join, but you don't feel it when gripping it in a normal way. It's just something I wanted to mention. Another negative to me is the brilliant scroll wheel. Now, while all the functionality is great, it's also obnoxiously loud. And when you spin it really fast, you can even feel the vibrations of it. Also, when the mouse goes from free spin to ratchet mode, there is this massive jolt. And it's not enough to move the mouse or anything like that, it's just another small annoyance in a product that is otherwise perfect. So to end this video with a simple conclusion, the MX Master is a great mouse in terms of features, battery life and ergonomics. It's just a shame that the side buttons are rubbish and that the scroll wheels are not as good as they could have been. So if you have any questions or comments, they go below. I read all the questions and reply to most of them. If you like the video, there's always the like and subscribe buttons, and you'll get a free notification, of course, on Tuesdays and Fridays when a video goes up if you subscribe to the channel. For now though, thank you very much for watching.